All right. So it has been a while since we played, but last time y'all made it to the city of Cordelia. I
Cordelia.
got that. Yep, Cordelia. And after getting acquainted with the Adventurers Guild and going ahead and picking out a job, you decided to spend the uh, free time that you had left to run a couple of errands as well as look into a lead for John's mysterious coincidences of being able to have magic and but no formal training. Upon going to the academy, you met up with Lady Cragbrew, specifically
Hmm.
Obrella Cragbrew, who was a researcher there at the academy that came to found out actually specializes in pre-calamity technology. Upon asking her some questions in regards to uh, some of John's whereabouts and past, it was accidentally revealed in conversation that y'all had encountered soul transferring magic and devices that did so. After a failed attempt to hide so, that is what you did. You decided to fully disclose what y'all encountered in the Swamp Marsh ruins, and upon this, shared more information with her, and realizing some of the names, such as the Iron Lord, that you've heard many a times, that the that this could actually be a more serious threat, and the fact that y'all have actually fought live Warforged, which you discovered was the name of those metallic beings that you fought in the ruins. So upon agreement with y'all heading out, she offered to pay y'all to take her to those salt marsh ruins to one destroy the technology, the soul transferring device, so that it doesn't fall into the wrong hands, and two to possibly look at the frames of the Warforged because one has not been found at all. So it would be a researcher's dream to be able to get that in her standing. So after talking with her about that and also finding out that of a former mage that was at the academy that was specifically kicked out for soul transferring magic was Jonathan Acheron as John's next possible lead. So after that meeting and gathering supplies, taking a look around the shops, y'all decide to rest in the hostel that the Adventurers Guild provides, and we will pick up waking up the morning of the job where you were supposed to meet the merchants at the front gate. So, I'm not sure if we have, but if you haven't, press the long rest button just to make sure we're
Just in
all set in
case.
stone. Yeah, because it's been 3 fucking months.
We've
So,
taken lots of long rests. We've had lots of downtime. I've learned 4
3 months
languages.
have passed in time. Turns out the job is done.
Ned's dead. He did it. He died of old age. Who would have thought?
So as you wake up, you do hear some clattering from the main hall. It seems like some breakfast is offered. You go and kind of fill your fill your bellies and the get prepared for the week and a half journey back to Salt Marsh. And you also remember that Lady Crackbrew is going to meet you at the gate as well.
Okay. You said we had already prepared, or we need to prepare.
If I remember, I think we were prepared yesterday.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I think we're ready to go.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
the
guess
main
we're
thing
ready
is
to-
just if you think of any last minute supplies you want to get or something,
we're not
you
doing
go ahead.
rations, are we?
I mean rations help, but I've been assuming that y'all have been foraging because these are active trails
Just curious.
that you're taking in. It's not unexplored territory or anything like that.
Just making sure.
Hmm.
No, I think we're good.
Okay. I'm ready to go, man.
Let's go.
Okay. So y'all head to the front gate, and let's see, pulled up. And as it's first thing in the morning, you are passing through the market, so it's a hustle bustle. Everyone's getting shops all set up. And as you approach the gate, you actually first run across Abrola. She's just kind of sitting there, like checking her bags, making sure that she has everything in. And she looks over and sees you. It's like, and then gives you all a slight wave. It's like,
Hello.
so y'all are all set, ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. I would suggest, just so we don't cause a lot of attention, um, let's just say that I am a last minute recruit to your party, just to get some extra hands. We can make up any reason for it, but we don't need to necessarily let a traveling merchant know that we're here to investigate a thought long deck technology and all that stuff. Let's try and keep that in the hush hush. Fair?
Gotcha.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Why is
This is-
everybody looking at Leopard?
This is
It's almost
Leopard's.
like he speaks out of turn.
This is Leopard's grandma. She's traveling with us.
What?
So, as y'all approach the outer gate and start actually heading out, you do notice that there is a parked caravan right on the outskirts. You don't. There's not a lot of what you think would be hired muscle around, but there's about two actual caravans, and then with a person on top, and then just kind of a let's see, a middle-aged man, kind of slightly graying hair, just kind of looking around, just kind of like tapping his foot as if he's like waiting impatiently.
Good morning.
He turns over and it's like, "Oh, good morning. Are you the adventurers from the guild?
We are.
Good to know. Let's see there.
Are you the people we're
Yes.
escorting to?
Yep.
Oh, perfect.
Yep, that would be it. My name's Andrew. Nice to meet you."
Hello, Andrew. I'm Ava.
Nice to meet y'all. And well, we're already packed up, ready to go. So if some of y'all just want to hop on, and we'll go ahead and start the journey.
Perfect.
So y'all begin to
Alright.
load up.
Like perch on the side of the cart.
Yeah, I want to be somewhere so we can keep an eye out just in case. Like more of those fallen trees and possible
Okay.
ambushes again.
So there is enough room for about 3 or 4 of y'all on each.
Not me, because I weigh like
That
450 pounds.
there, yeah. So you'll probably take 2 seats. Okay, but so what we will say is I just need to know. So there's obviously the 2 drivers. I need to know who's going to be in the front and who's going to be in the back car.
I will go to the back.
I'll sit in the front one. I guess I'll sit in the front.
Give me just a moment. Okay, so what were the places? Sorry.
Ava's in the back.
Okay, Ava's in the back. Next,
I'll go in the front.
in the front caravan. Next,
Go in the back.
Yay!
Woo!
Cart buddies.
okay,
Hey.
John.
I said, oh, I've said the front one.
Okay, and Leopard.
Wherever.
Where's there
I usually-
space for him?
I usually lag behind, so
Yeah.
being a large barricade myself.
Okay, so you'll be in the back as well, and then Oba will be in the front. And so the merchant will sit up front with the driver, and there's just one driver for the back caravan. Okay. So y'all begin the journey.
Where'd you say I was?
You're in the back.
Okay.
So if you need an actual visual. So there's going to be one caravan up here in the front, and then a caravan here in the back. So in case anything happens, that's the kind of way I'm picturing it.
I'm not seeing your video. Is anybody else?
I see
What?
his table.
I did not. Hold on.
He's waving. Oh my gosh,
Oh.
Tyler, put that away.
I guess since I had your video pulled up earlier, it
Oh.
when you closed it out, I had to reopen it.
Ah, okay.
Ah.
But now you can see it.
Yeah, now I can see it.
Okay. So we will begin this week and a half journey. I will need to know who is keeping watch on the travels, and we will go from there. So who wants to take watch on the first day of travel?
I'll take first watch.
Okay.
I don't mind.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Hold on, I'm gonna find perception. There it is. With advantage, because it's been 3 months. I've had a lot of rest. I mean, pretty smack there in the middle.
Pretty smack there in the middle. Yeah. So as you're
It's been 3 months.
As you're going through the first day, it seems a very what was that that came up?
Oh,
Sorry.
I was like, character sheet?
I was very confused.
I just figured to throw something up there. That's my fault. Sorry.
How did the string
off,
go?
I need
Not
to.
good. Okay. But so as you're watching, you notice some clouds coming in, but nothing too out of the ordinary popping up. This road is very well traveled, so you do see a bunch of people coming from the direction you are heading in. But nothing out of the ordinary shows up.
Cool.
And then I guess also throughout this time, we're mainly just going to do checks and me doing dice rolls to see of what occurs. So if anyone wants to do anything role-playing wise or anything, just let me know and I'll cut the rolls so that y'all have a chance to work on that. So,
Needle, we'll
So-
find your. Don't worry, Needle. We'll find your sack of dirt. I can't remember what's in yours. For some reason, I think it was dirt.
Just glare at him and fold my arms.
Hey.
It was ash.
Ash. My bad. There's been a lot of
my
ash
God.
going around. What is that? The new fad? I mean, heck, Leopard's carrying a whole backpack full of ash.
You're just gonna look back at me, and I'm just gonna still look puzzled that where'd the hammer go? Just like 3 days later, just where'd it go? There's no way.
But we believe you that this person exists. We will find them.
I still don't trust that shopkeeper.
I don't remember.
Oh, I rolled an insight and I rolled a 1, and he said I just glared at him.
Oh.
So I couldn't like determine his intentions. So I just
So we don't like him. Just glaring.
Okay. Let's see. So, next day. Okay. So, who is keeping watch the next day?
I will.
Okay.
What am I rolling here?
Deep perception.
Ooh.
It's pretty good.
Paying attention.
Did it show up for you?
Yeah, he got an 18.
Oh, there we go.
He got a
I
nat 20.
Discord over it and it didn't.
It's
Okay.
nat 20.
It's nat
That's
20.
cool.
So,
He sees everything.
as the day goes by, nothing out of the ordinary. The clouds did dissipate from yesterday, so now it's a pretty nice day.
I know
Out.
the cloud is dissipating. I
Mhm.
know that perception. Okay.
For
Yep.
sure. Positive the clouds dissipated.
As a matter of fact, I'm in the front right now giving y'all a weather report. Okay?
What is this science you're talking about? How do you know?
Blasphemy.
Since when do you know magic?
But yeah, nothing out of the ordinary happens for this day of trip. Okay, we'll go ahead and move on to the next day. Okay, next watch.
I can go.
Show offs.
I just hear him rolling dice in the other room.
Oh, that's right. Y'all are in the same place now. I was like, I can't hear anything. Oh yeah.
I have a high stealth. Okay. Get the
His
right-
perception was so high he heard the DM rolling.
If you
I
ever
hear
lose
something.
your flip flops, they're
Okay.
going to be your closet. Don't worry. We already established that.
Yeah, I
Okay.
never finished that story, but
So we go in and John, as you're looking around, nothing out of the ordinary. While you're looking around though, Abrola comes up to you and is like, "So, do you
Gosh,
have
she's
any
here.
theories about what went on, of how you came to be?"
Unfortunately, no. All I really know is I was a regular goblin, and then uh, was kidnapped by a wizard. Never got a look at his face, and then just the next thing I remember, in his tower with magical knowledge. I don't know what he did or why he did it.
That is kind of strange. Wonder if you were just an experiment in general.
Maybe,
What a
but
rude thing to say.
Right?
You're not there. But yeah, that is kind of.
I mean, does this sound like something that what was his name? Was it Jonathan Ackerman would do?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's actually
Acheron.
it's precisely the experiment that got him caught of this soul transferring. He had a device that he was trying to use. So that's why it's like he seems the biggest lead right now.
Hmm.
Because otherwise, there's no mention or talk about it, and forever. So
Well, hopefully we can find him and I'll answer some questions willingly.
hopefully, okay. All right. Who's up next?
I'll go.
Okay, go ahead and roll. As I stuff my face. Nine. So as the trip is going on, kind of sitting around, I kind of almost picture you like sitting up on the top of the caravan, just looking out. And funny enough, just looking up in the sky, it kind of reminds you of home, place that you haven't thought of in a while. Just the open air, the sea breeze seems kind of a new feel and sound, but you do get feelings of home. And whether those are hated feelings or missed feelings, kind of makes you think about the journey you've been through so far. Okay. Next up,
Leopard,
Jesus, fork, it's fucking big.
maybe. Do you want me to roll?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
we got to 19, so then we had to go back the other direction.
There's only way down.
Well, it's weird. Everything looks like it's the inside of your shell. But no.
Say that right when I take a drink.
But you go on watching in the distance, and though you are kind of, as you're walking by, feeling the sea breeze close by, you're reminded of home and similar journeys that you took back at home a long time ago. And kind of the same kind of weather was like this when the event that got you banished. And so it's a painful memory, but you kind of keep on, even though it's a calming day, you're quite on edge because it seems such a similar time. Okay. And to make this, let me just roll. Okay. So we're gonna fast forward a few days because fucking can't roll anything.
Oh no.
I didn't fuck it up. Yes.
None of us want to be the first person to ruin it.
All of a sudden, a dragon appears. Nope. So
Surprised. You lose your first turn.
a few days pass and nothing eventful happens. Easily going around the fire and stuff. Nothing too out of the ordinary. About 2 days out from Saltmarsh, you'll come across increased traffic. Not really what you've seen already on the road. It's not just like 2 or 3 caravans at a time going. There are like 6 or 7, and then another 6 or 7. and then maybe 2 or 3, and then another 6 and 7. But they're
They're
all
going the other direction.
they're going back towards Cordelia.
Do we recognize anybody in any of these caravans since we just spent so much time there?
A couple you do. You do recognize some of them from the festival, but a lot of other ones were even there after the festival was already over.
Like villagers themselves, or are these people actually traveling? Like,
Can we tell what's in their carts?
yeah,
Or is they like no carts?
No, some of them are carts, but as you're getting kind of towards the end of the day's travel, you are starting to notice just like people with pull wagons themselves, and
Are
having
there any people
some
just
people.
with no carts? Nothing.
No,
Okay.
no, not from what you see.
Okay.
does it look like they are like fleeing or just like kind of moving on?
That's what I was wanting to know.
Because like it's been
Yeah.
days since the festival's been over, so everyone should have who was working the festival should be gone by now, right?
Mm-hmm. You're free to ask them.
I
going
stopped the
on?
one that we recognize. Hey!
Oh, yes. Oh, hello.
Hi, how have you been?
Good. How have y'all been? Y'all haven't been around much. I
Yeah,
haven't
we're
seen.
actually just heading back right now. Where is everybody heading?
Oh.
Where are you going?
Well, and he kind of looks around. It's like some weird things have been going on.
Is it the frogs?
Like what?
No.
No, do you put this on Kermie?
No, but about 3 days ago, a group of guards went out on a training drill in the swamp, which is fairly normal. But that was about 50 of them, and it was only supposed to be a one. Nope, my bad. Not 3 days ago, a week ago. And no one has heard from them. They were supposed to come back in 2 days' time. So some people thought that it was just, people got lost and stuff happens. But after 4 or 5 days, the guards sent in another group, and they haven't reported back as well. So some of us who are more inclined to possibly avoid danger while we can are taking a little trip out in case something goes on. Granted, hopefully not, but these days you can't be too careful.
Absolutely. Have the grungs been checking in with us? They were supposed to send a representative. Did they ever make it?
I don't know, but I really haven't kept in touch with that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So that's probably a better question for the captain once you get there.
Okay. Well, thanks for letting us know, and have a good vacation.
Yeah, you all stay safe. As he picks up his wagon and begins going once again.
So I kind of get back with the group, and there might be something going on in that amphitheater that it's not being reported.
What, you think the frogs have gone feral?
More feral.
I doubt
Oh,
Kermie
no.
would do that.
Kermie hasn't been checking in. Kermie betrayed us.
I guess
Think
we
you
don't know
say
that,
that.
though. He just said he didn't know if Kermie's been checking in.
Oh, I forgot how much
Exactly.
you loved Kermie.
Saying.
Any reason to kill Kermie? We need one. Just need one.
I roll insight on and glare.
100% accurate. He's telling the truth. Okay, well, we know something's going on back in the swamp. We don't know specifically, but we know something's going on in the swamp at least. And about how far out are we?
They're about 2 days travel
Okay.
from Saltmarsh.
Well, we can't go any faster, so.
Yep.
What if we can't get our
The parts
unlimited
isn't coming
alcohol
over to
anymore
Mike,
from the
is it?
bar?
Oh no!
Ah!
That's what y'all are worried about, not Kermie. He could be in danger.
Wait, so with
I
our,
say as
our
I'm opening an alcoholic beverage.
so with our unlimited drink reward, is that just for the 6 of us, or is that like for people that we bring with us? Do we know?
Trying to get Kermie
It's
drunk.
specific to the winners of the competition.
Okay. No, I was gonna try to bribe the caravan.
There's no +1.
I was gonna bribe the caravan. If you can get there in a day, first round's on me. But I don't want to spend the gold.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get the last 2 perception checks.
Has everybody gone?
I went.
Okay. Then it's my turn. I'll do it. I'll
Yeah.
go again. Perception. Go higher. No, not.
You rolled one higher than
One
last time.
higher.
Oh yeah.
Improvement.
You notice one more cloud in the sky.
That cloud looks like a cat.
But no, nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. And the final roll.
I guess we'll keep going in order. I'll go again.
Oh.
So you did half as well.
Well,
Not
So,
improvement.
But luckily, as you're getting there, as dawn is coming, y'all find the gates of the town of Saltmarsh, which, just even from a cursory glance, you're noticing that there's a lot more guard movement around the gates than normal, or at least since the last time you were here. And that's saying something because the last time you were here was festival time.
That's true.
So as y'all approach the gate, y'all all kind of unload yourselves, and the merchant Andrew comes up to you and is like, thank you very much. Luckily, this was a very smooth trip.
You're welcome.
So, as agreed upon, because I'm not sure if the guild informed you, we actually were just looking for a trip here. Our other business plan failed out at Cordelia, so it was just a one-way trip. So, but here's the cost, and gives you the 300 gold. That was the reward.
I spread it out.
That
Money, money.
300 5 ways is 60?
60?
yeah, 60.
I'm a math major, don't worry.
I was a math minor, so
60 plus. Boom.
Don't worry, I was
Ballin'.
museum studies minor. I know how to run a museum.
Well, you know what? This is going to be helpful.
So instead of opening a tavern, y'all need to open a museum, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, so a museum, and I will handle the financials.
I don't remember any of
The
it.
overpriced souvenirs.
Lone Needle's in charge of acquiring the merchandise.
Don't ask
current
me how
no
to
questions
It
get
belongs
asked.
in a museum.
No questions asked.
Don't worry.
They just show
Our
up and
current
we're happy.
stock is a handful of tiny pearls, a stuffed swordfish, and 3 ancient coins.
That's what you have on you?
Yeah.
Huh. No.
And the totem of the grung.
That's true. Okay. I guess we'll go straight to the. Well, I guess we can turn to Lady
Drag brew.
Umbrella.
Umbrella. I knew it was like umbrella, but I knew it wasn't.
Or Crag Brew
Yes.
Crag
works
brew.
as well.
Yes. So before we head out to the swamp, let me check in with the captain because something's been going on in the swamp, and then we'll make our way there. How's that? Or do you
Okay,
want to wait
well-
till tomorrow?
We can wait till first light tomorrow.
Perfect.
I mean, we have been doing a day of travel, and I assume it's not just a easy shot into the swamp.
Well, we'll just hire our dude again. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna go find the captain. Does anybody want to go with me?
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody
So-
except
Yeah, so I guess I'll just go to the fucking bar and start drinking. How about that?
Perfect. We'll be there in a little bit.
That sounds a lot more fun.
Hey, you know what? Maybe you should. You know what? The Kirby might be with a captain. Kirby's not drinking.
Speaking of, where is the embassy? Wasn't he like?
He wasn't an ambassador,
You don't
wasn't
know.
he?
I thought he
No,
was.
he was just a messenger.
Oh,
You don't know if they've established
Oh, then
an
I'll go with the
full
captain.
embassy.
I thought
You don't
he
know
had
if there's
some
full
title.
diplomatic immunity.
No, I don't know. I was just asking.
Oh no, this frog does
I
not
was just
have
asking.
immunity. to
Sorry, in this
anything.
imaginary world that I could imagine an embassy somewhere.
No, he does not have immunity to
It's
anything.
just a little hut. It's a little mud hut on the side of the.
See, that's the thing. He has to open diplomatic channels, and first there has to be an agreement of a grant of land.
Listen here. I made a mistake.
Befriending a frog. You're right. Okay, moving on. Going
No.
to the captain. Nope.
Moving on.
We forgive you
To the
for
captain.
befriending a frog.
No. Me personally, I think Carmi is annoying. Leopard does not. I have to play that.
But Kermit's the best.
Me personally, I kind of like Kirby, but I love hating him too. Captain! Captain! What was his name again? We met him.
I know. I gotta find it in the notes.
Jesus Christ.
I just start yelling his name.
Wait,
Captain!
you made something about the captain and you didn't have notes on the captain?
No, I do have notes
Oh,
on the
gosh.
captain. I just gotta pull it up.
Going off
Captain
script here.
Ned!
Funny enough, in 1 month it'll be 1 year since we started playing.
Wow, 1 year
No
ago.
way.
Really?
Yep.
Kidding me?
1 year ago, we met Ned. And it's all been downhill since then.
No, you didn't meet Ned until 1 more month after that.
Oh yeah, the second game was when we met him.
Yep.
Because we rescued him.
Regis?
I thought y'all
Nope,
met him
Regis,
on the first-
Regis was the
Oh, no, he's just like
the
that
event
guy.
coordinator.
Yeah.
He's the
Yeah.
event coordinator. Regis, where are you?
Jared.
Regis!
Who's, wait,
Here it is.
I guess I didn't meet Regis. I was gone.
No, you didn't, because you were late.
Yeah.
No, but Jared.
Jared. Captain Jared. Where's Captain
Well,
Jared?
you would know that based on the last time you met him, that he would be kind of in the city hall per se.
Oh, did I?
That sounds like a
Which
place
you-
where
which
a
you've been
frog
to.
would work. We go to City Hall, and I still call his name when we walk through the door.
Okay. As you do that, everyone kind of gives you like a weird glance. But then noticing who's there, it's like, oh, it's these guys.
Oh, they're back.
Oh, the guys
They're
that
back.
almost burnt down the bar.
Hey, they don't know it was
Yep.
us.
But as you're doing that, you are seeing a lot more guards run around, like a bunch of people kind of running around, like getting paperwork together. Almost some of them packing
Oh.
as well.
Where's Captain Jared?
Oh, ma'am, he is upstairs in the conference room.
I turn and go upstairs.
Oh, be careful, he's in the meeting.
I kick
And
the door
you just
open.
walk out. Okay, you kick the door open. Everyone just turns and looks at you. You see there Regis, Jared, and then standing on top of the on the table, all looking down at a map,
Tell me.
You see a familiar suction cup handed. But this time he has a tie.
Oh, I was
Around his
hoping
neck.
for a sash, but a tie works too.
It looks more like a sash, but it was made to, like, he took a sash and tried to make it into a tie.
Perfect. That's even better. It's even better.
Hi, friend.
Shush. What's going on? What is going on?
How come you haven't been reporting?
Yeah, like your one job. Your one job. The thing you're good
Hold
at is
on.
discussing and talking.
You know, it's like, but you were gone. How could I report if y'all were gone?
Somebody knows.
This would be the
message.
Don't
first time
listen to
that I
them.
would have a chance to.
Kermit, don't listen to them.
Shaman has message. I'm sure.
I haven't been there.
What kind of
don't
liaison?
They're not there anymore.
What? Where are they?
All right. Just tell us what's going
Wait,
on.
where are the grung?
Yeah, where did they go, Kermie?
I went to go see them, but they were all gone. It was just the whole village left. There was nothing left there. And then I went to go see if something occurred with the ruins like you told me to, and the ruins were completely demolished. If I didn't go up and dig through the mud, you wouldn't have thought that there were ruins there at all.
Was there anything left over?
Not that I could find. That's when I only got here about a few hours ago to report this to them, and then Jared kind of takes over, and it sounds like you're already aware about our missing guard situation.
Yes, we met someone in the road.
If you want to tell us
Yeah,
more
so-
details, though.
Yeah,
Yes,
he didn't know what was happening. Thank you,
Yes,
Kermie.
so
You actually did
we
well.
have been kind of trying to keep things under wraps to not cause a panic.
Well, that didn't work.
Yeah, the whole place is like everyone's leaving.
Mm-hmm. But as he digs into like some meat that he has,
Eating?
it's
He's not
look.
freaking out.
Like, you're acting very calm.
I'm
for this,
trying to
Jared.
make a game excuse for me stuffing my face, okay?
Jared, this is no
I can
time
eat
to
and talk with my
snack.
mouth full
Jared, this is
and
no
not be
time to
rude.
snack.
Sorry,
Just
nerds.
wipe the table clean of all the food.
He's a nervous eater. He's just like,
No, but so a week ago we sent out a group of new trainees that on just typical patrols in the swamp, which is not uncommon. It's something all our troops go through. And then after 3 to 4 days, there was no word from them. Usually the exercise is only a day and a half, maybe 3 days at most. So we sent in another party 2 days ago to go in and find them. And we already know we have specific areas designated. And we have not heard from them since.
So we've lost 2 parties. Is that correct?
Yep. One group of 50, another group of 15.
And the group of 15, are these also new hires? Or are these,
No.
are these more experienced?
These were more experienced troops that have been through multiple training sessions in the swamp, so they would know what they were doing.
And there's no sign of where they went. Well, we haven't sent a third group, have we?
We have not, but just in case, we have been taking precautions. In case the town is, if they found something and couldn't escape, so we're reinforcing the gates. We haven't started a full evacuation yet, just in case it's something minor that is logging them down. But yeah, so that's the current situation that we're in.
Thank you. Regis,
And then-
do you have an update?
And slowly after, like all this talking and stuff, Lady Cragbrew actually comes up.
Yeah.
And it's like, excuse me, sorry to butt in, but I may be of assistance. Oh, who may I ask is this?
This is Lady Cragbrew
Oh,
from Cordelia.
pleasure. And she kind of nods and, yes, I'm actually from the academy. It sounds like y'all have a serious issue here. Tell me, do you have any personal belongings of any of the troops that actually went out there? And your turn say, I may be able to dig some stuff up here. As he kind of goes down the hall, and then you hear him shout, "It's like you and you go grab Anthony's one of Anthony's personal belongings. Just do it now, or find someone that has been missing. Get one of their personal belongings." And then they
Anthony's missing.
went and scurried off. So, may I ask why for the personal belongings? It's like, well, I have a specific spell that if I have a belonging of someone, I can actually try to find them. And as long as they're on this plane of existence, I'll be able to find where exactly they are. And it's like, oh, well, that may solve our solution right there. Now, to be fair, it's not going to be a total solution, because I only get to see a limited window. But
Lady Cragbrew, I have a question regarding this spell.
Mhm.
Is it just their body, or what if they are no longer living? Will we still know where they are?
it will still, yeah, so even if, unfortunately, if they have passed on, we'll still be able to find their remains.
Cool.
So, at least from my experience when I've used it,
How many times can you use this?
not too often.
Because I have the totem of the grung.
And we have Kermie. You just use him.
Let me see something.
Also, what if their body and soul are on the same plane, but in different locations?
This is a lot of
Hypothetically.
questions.
Well,
Well,
as somebody who had their soul removed for a brief minute, you should be wanting to know.
Regis and Jared are kind of like, what? But let's see.
It's a long story.
Long story. We almost enchanted a weapon. We chose not to.
Okay.
And now we have Kermie.
Just a moment. I need to pull up some extra stuff.
And Leopard.
Well, we were going to use Kermie for the weapon,
here we
not
go.
you. You could have had like a helmet of, I don't know, water breathing. Oh, you can already breathe water. Never mind.
It's like, thank you.
So by
Very
then,
useful.
so after kind of explaining this stuff, the guards return back with a, what looks to be a little notebook, looks to be a diary of some sort. It's like, oh yes, that will work. So she grabs a hold of it, and it's like, this will take a little time to set up. So she goes over to the corner and she takes out a little mirror that has a very, very nice golden frame with a bunch of gemstones around the outer edge.
Ooh.
And she puts that kind of in the middle and begins to draw a magic circle around it, as well as beginning an incantation of it. And before she starts, I was like, please do not disturb me, because if I end up getting any break in concentration, the spell goes to waste. So she begins that process. And but so as you were telling us, Kermit, what do you mean by they're all missing? Well, it's just that the last time I saw them, they were all there, but it wasn't like the village was destroyed or anything. It's just there was no one left.
Were their belongings still there?
Some of them were, but others weren't.
Did it look like there might have been a fight or a struggle or anything that you noticed?
No, not that I could think of. But now the fact that you're all saying that that people were worried, maybe the chief decided to move just in case. Maybe they found something first beforehand. Because our village was fairly close to the ruin site as well. Because so my guess is that they may have saw something, whatever caused the collapse of the ruins, and then they decided to leave before it came for them.
Do you know of a place they might have gone? Is there like another Grung village nearby or anything?
Not nearby, but they would have. We kind of have a fallback place that's deeper up the river. The only thing that makes me nervous is the fact that it's near where that big crocodile has its lair. And you kind of see him get visibly sad at the thought of that. So I don't know if they would have made the risk or not. And you can kind of tell he's tearing up a little bit, but then because he's a frog, as soon as the tear falls down, it kind of absorbs back in to his skin.
Ugh.
Look at Leopard and kind of like
I'm
nudge
a-
him a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm getting there.
you're
I'm gonna pick up Kermit and just like hold him up.
It's so nice to have friends. And it gives you a big hug.
Why do I feel bad for Kermit for once?
And then around
We'll
this
find him,
time,
Kermit.
We'll discuss this.
you see a big flash from the corner that Cragbrew was working in. And you see her kind of as the magic circle is glowing. She takes her hands and kind of picks it up and puts the mirror kind of straight into her face. And you notice that her eyes kind of glow white. And she just sits there for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. And eventually around the 10-minute mark when someone is thinking about trying to enter, Arthur, she comes back and and takes the mirror, lightly set it on the down, but kind of leans back and weirdly out of breath for some reason.
Are you okay? You were
Yeah.
kind of out of it for
Yeah.
a long time.
Well, the spell didn't work.
So they're not on this plane?
They're either not on this plane or the object I had was not strong enough to make a connection, but but one of the things it wasn't as if there was the spell didn't activate incorrectly. It seems for something that there should not have been resistance that there was, and a major resistance to it.
What do you mean? Like they resisted your spell?
Mm-hmm. Because normally, usually when this happens, where there's a resistance, is more of someone not wanting to be watched. Because most of the time, if the spell fails, it's because a connection couldn't necessarily be established. Which doesn't necessarily mean that they're not on the same plane. It just means that the spell just couldn't connect. That there was just enough natural resistance rather than someone actually forcibly resisting back. If you get what I'm saying.
I think I do, but why would he resist us
That's the
looking
thing.
into him?
He shouldn't.
So did you get any idea, or is it just kind of like a
Nope.
no-go?
No go. How
Being
trustworthy
shifty.
was this man, Andrew?
Ooh.
It turns out he was one of the finest troops. He grew up in Salt Marsh, so knows the land well and very good with troops.
Is he
And
the one
stuff.
you would trust the most out of everyone that was sent?
Not probably. He's one of the more skilled ones, but I mean, there's people I grew up with personally that have gone missing. But this makes me think that preparing this we may need to go ahead and start preparing an evacuation. Probably first thing in the morning and get our guard up just in case. Wizard goes and snacks on a little piece of chicken that he has.
Lady Crag Brew, would you be willing to try the spell one more time, or are you too tired from that last try?
No, I can. Well, the thing is that if it's the limitation of the spell is that if someone resists, I can't attempt it for another 24 hours.
I didn't want to look into Andrew again. I was thinking either, depending on the group, we could either check on the grungs, or we could try someone that Jared trusts more than Andrew, just in case Andrew wasn't as trustworthy as we thought.
I got one more try. So it's up to y'all, which...
What do y'all think?
Yeah, I look to the group.
I think it'd be a better use of our time to check on the grung, because I think it's probable that the whole group will be blocked or something.
Also, they're not gonna resist it.
The grung shaman wouldn't. He would recognize it, what was happening, I would think.
But it's not a personal belonging, it's just a group belonging too.
Would Lady Crabbery, would that work, or would you need something more specific to the grung individuals?
To a particular grung.
Kermit, do you have anything from them?
It's more towards the spell was more designed to do a scry on a specific item or a specific person.
Okay.
So
Kermit,
the totem wouldn't work.
Kermit, do you have anything of anyone from back
I mean,
home?
if she points over, if the totem was in that person's possession at one point, it would help a little bit. But if I had something more personal, that would give me a better chance.
I don't think you're the only person who he gave something to, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I'm going through my inventory.
The only thing
just
is,
in case,
like, since the totem is technically more, if it's more of my possession, she'll just be finding where I'm at, and we know where I'm at. So,
do we?
We could just double check to make sure.
I think that's all we have, isn't it?
I think so. Well, I don't.
The only
didn't
thing I
see-
have that's part of the grung.
Yeah.
So we use Kermie himself.
Kermie, where did you get this
Sacrifice.
sash? This tie? I'm sorry.
Did a friend give it to you?
From home?
Actually, the shaman gave it to me,
Do
so
you
maybe it will work.
do you mind letting us borrow this to help find your people?
Before you even finish, he starts taking it off.
We'll tie
Take
it
it
back on.
off. Woo!
We'll tie it back on, Kermie, when you were finished. Thank you.
Thank you.
I-
Welcome. So, she takes the sash, kind of puts it in the middle of the circle.
Is there
underneath
anything we can do to help with the spell?
Nope. Unfortunately, this is a one-person job.
I've already slipped my hand and bled on the table. Okay. We're good.
Okay. So,
There's no blood. It's all on my sword. It's fine.
so she goes to cast the spell again. This time focusing on the shaman of the ground. Okay. So she once again peers in into the mirror. A few minutes go by. Not as long goes, and then she returns. But this time, notice not out of breath or anything like that. And she looks over, it's like, okay. Good news is they're alright.
Good.
Or at least the chieftain is. From what I could tell, they were in some sort of cave. But I have limited scope of vision when I peer in. So they were in a cave, and it looks like he was among others. But they're all fine. It looks like. And then like Kermie, you see that he literally like collapses in relief. I was like,
It's a safe location in a cave, Kirby.
yes, it is.
Okay.
Cool.
You know the cave?
I do.
Is it the cave you thought
it's
they were
a-
going to? One by-
Maybe, but the thing is though, there are multiple caves in that area, so it could be a different cave, but as long as they're safe in a cave area, that means they're safe.
True. And we know whatever it is didn't affect the grung. They actually detected it and got away. They weren't attacked.
Mm-hmm. They left before whatever it was could get there. Huh.
So we know that it hasn't affected the grung, but it has affected the guards.
Where exactly did you send the guards, Jared?
We have a spot that would do all the training more on the eastern side of the swamp.
Can
It's
I pull
not
out
too hectic.
We have a map, don't we, of what we had and where we thought the amphitheater was?
Mm-hmm.
Can I show him the map and see if it's in this area here or near here?
He takes a look at it and is like, no, that's too deep in. And he points to the map and it's more over here. And he the area he points to is funny enough, it's take the distance it would take you to get to the lighthouse that y'all had the job in, or the manor.
Oh, yeah.
But go south and into the swamp, and towards the outskirts of that, where the swamp begins. It's like that's where we send them for these training exercises. Because the terrain is very similar to what it is deeper in the swamp, but with less of a safety risk. So it makes it perfect for training.
So we're going to end up needing to go out there and figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Kermit, are you familiar with this part of the swamp?
No, unfortunately, I'm more into the deeper ends of the swamp. This side we don't really get to.
Okay.
But I haven't been made aware of any dangers or anything that were in that area for us to stay away. It's just that we had so many things around us more that it didn't make sense to go all the way that far.
Does anybody have any questions?
So should we go to where the guards were, or should we try to find the rest of his people first and see if they have any insight before we just go running in to trouble?
They
That
did
is-
leave for a reason.
That is a
Or-
good question.
We could, send somebody out as bait, then we watch to see what happens. Any
I don't like
volunteers?
that idea.
Anybody feeling brave?
You know, I know a brave frog. As I tie the tie back on to Kermit.
But you can change into a frog.
But I'm not brave.
Ooh.
I'm not brave. How would I be able to protect Leopard if I was a frog?
I could protect myself. Go ahead.
Leopard can't protect himself. He's just lying to you. Also, I don't think you know I can turn into a frog.
Yeah, I do. I saw you change.
When did I change in front of him?
When you
Kermit,
change,
did you go with us to the town?
No,
Did I do
he
that
was
for
there
him?
when you fought the Warforged. and
Oh,
got
when I
knocked down.
died.
Yeah.
dun dun dun.
Kermit, that was a secret. You're not a very good secret keeper, Kermit. That hurts my feelings. I act like I'm sad.
Well, it hurts my feelings every single time you try to lead me into something that could cause me to die.
Kermit does bring up a
Kermit's
good
got
point,
some
though.
sass.
What are the limitations on your transformation? Could you transform into something small like an insect?
Only, I think it's this humanoid. So frog
Okay.
would be pushing it probably anyway.
Okay.
You
Never
can
mind.
you can slightly change your height and weight. Like
Yeah.
height wise, you can maybe change like a foot, but
Yeah.
that would be it too.
So,
So you,
So you could appear slightly smaller, but like you couldn't turn into like John exactly. You could be like John, but maybe like tall. Yeah.
Tall John.
I was
Like
never mind. I was thinking,
He's
what
like,
if
I
you
don't like
just?
these questions.
What if you just? I was gonna say, what
what
if you just transformed?
What if
into
we
a
have this
frog, let yourself
conversation
get
not in
captured?
front of two people who do not know what we're talking about? And I just look at Jared.
Well, you're warriors. I figure you might have like spells and stuff like that. That'll allow
It's
you
true.
to
I
change.
have the polymorph spell. You're right. Thank you.
I'm not really all into that magic humbo jumbo. But here, well, now that we have some new information,
That
I
is.
think y'all probably just got into town. So we'll start thinking up of a plan. Y'all get some rest. Come back here at dawn. And then we will discuss whether to go seek out the grung to find out, or if we'll need to send you directly to where the guards are at.
All right.
Lady Crabroot, do you happen to have a message or some way we can get in contact with the grung before traveling that far?
Let me check if I prepared it today.
Because that would save us a lot of trip. If we can just poke in and he'd be like, nope. I'd say, cool.
Do. I do not have it prepared today. I can prepare it for tomorrow though, to be able to do it.
Would that be too much to ask? I don't want to keep asking you to do all these things for us because you've already done so much with the with looking
Well-
into them?
Well, it sounds like this is a pretty serious situation, so I don't mind.
Well, I appreciate it.
Especially seeing how my initial purpose for coming here is no longer an option.
I am curious about that.
Yes,
Kermie, how far were you able to dig?
Well, he pulls out his suction cup hands. It's like, well, I can't really dig too far, but you know how there was the stone steps
Mm-hmm.
when we first approached? Man, I'm losing my accent.
Kermie, what's happening to you?
But
He's
But when-
transforming.
Frog in your throat.
Who are you?
yes, thank you. But when I went to go see there, the stone ruins we first saw weren't there anymore. It was all like collapsed in and filled with mud. It like became part of the swamp.
Wow.
And
they
by that I
completely-
mean like water flowing in there where once there was a little theater, it was now a big puddle of muddy water.
Were you able to swim down there at all and see anything?
I did, but I didn't see anything.
So they
Like
covered
there
their
were
tracks
ruins there,
completely.
but yeah, no more entrance.
Dang. Well, thank you, Kermie. I start heading towards the tavern, I guess. I can't think of anything else we need.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We can
We
go
need to go
fill in
tell-
Tormund.
Tormund.
Yep.
We get how when we get there, how drunk is Tormund?
Great question.
Would you like to roll for
Roll a
it, or do
d20
you-
to see how many drinks you had.
Ooh, how many drinks? Not if you're drunk,
Now-
how many?
Now roll a d10.
And add 10.
Nope, we're first doing the d10. Okay,
He's not very far in.
he's not very far in, or
Wait, did y'all get something?
he's just taking his time.
Nothing. popped
Because I
up
mean,
on my
y'all did
side.
kind of just storm in, and so we'll kind of in the meantime while
Oh,
while they went off, Tormund, you went to the Wicker Goat and started cashing in on your token, because I think you were deemed the token holder.
Nice.
But yeah, and then after a few minutes of sipping on a few whiskeys, the rest of your party comes in. And I guess one thing you all notice, that these guys have not packed up shop. Like, they're still operating on their normal pretenses. Like,
I'll
you
be
see
right
that,
back, but keep going.
but some of the things that you notice is that, like, there are fewer bottles on the shelf, so maybe they are packing some, but they're not making it very apparent that they're packing up,
okay.
if that's really the case.
So what's the game plan here then?
I think the bait plan's a good idea.
It's not a bad idea.
But who's gonna be the bait?
I don't know who looks the most vulnerable.
Who?
I know. I was like, without staring at our little goblin friend, I stare at our little goblin friend.
Who looks all fancy
Oh.
and
I guess that would be me, huh?
Yeah. I'm sorry. You're just the next frog-sized person we have.
I guess.
still like that bait plan?
I'm not opposed to it, but let's see what they come up with tomorrow. Maybe they have a
Yes.
better idea.
And
I
maybe
would maybe
the
want to find the rest of the grung, but if they're in some random cave, we might waste too much time looking for them.
well, and if Lady Cragbrew can reach out to them, that saves us the trip.
Yeah.
I'm also hoping the shaman may know something about that area, but we'll have to see. Tormund, do you know anything about this area, like the swamps and stuff? I know you're not from this area, but I don't really know where you've been.
No, just what's been adventured, I guess.
Have you adventured that side of the swamp?
Nope.
Which makes sense because most of your dealings would have been around Cordelia.
The guy that took us down the swamp, does he only go up and down that swamp, or does he go anywhere on the swamp?
So the reason why he's there is because that's the river that connects to the actual bay
Okay.
runs straight into the swamp from there.
Okay, so it's more he works in the bay and goes up and down versus the swamp.
Yeah.
Got
Mhm.
it.
Because he typically taxis people for like the herbalist who goes in and collects swamp roots and stuff like that.
Got
Or
it.
he does occasional business with the grunt for trading stuff.
Got it.
But Lady Cragbrew comes up with her own drink and it's like, y'all definitely are an interesting bunch. Never would have thought of this about this bait plan, but sounds pretty reasonable actually.
I mean, I just don't think it'd be a good idea for us to all go marching in there at once. If whatever it's in there could overpower 50 guards, we need to be careful.
That's true. But I
Yeah.
also would hate if something can overpower 50 guards. No offense, John. One goblin doesn't stand much of a chance.
Well, I was just hoping, if they see one guy, maybe they'll just try to capture him instead of, come out,
Swinging.
I was gonna say guns blazing, but yeah, swinging.
That's fair. Yeah, I think the bait idea is like the only idea we have, unfortunately. Like, it's not the fact that it's the best idea or the worst. It's the only idea.
We could try to sneak in.
I mean,
I don't think our two big guys are very sneaky, especially in a swamp.
we
I've got a
could maybe.
+3 in stealth.
I mean, yeah, isn't like the swamp like the turtle's natural habitat? Won't he be right at home?
You could just look like a rock.
Could the turtle and the goblin go that way? Because you can swim pretty fast, can't you?
Me?
No, Leopard.
No, I can. Or I can swim normal speed. I just have water breathing.
I mean, I guess we could maybe like scout ahead to see if there's something obvious. It's just I don't know. What
I'm
could be
also
in
a
there?
far traveler.
What's that?
Going. I draw attention
Oh, good.
in crowds. My feature is all eyes on me.
Oh, wow. That's a new one. My stealth's not too bad. I would be willing to if we wanted to stealth up, we could.
I'll be right back.
Okay, well, I guess that could be a plan B, but I'm
Let's
hoping that the other people will come up with some sort of better
What's
plan.
everybody's stealth
Uh,
modifier?
4.
I guess I was thinking not all of us have to go in. maybe like one person kind of try to sneak in just a little, like not very far, and then come back out and report if they find anything.
Yeah. And he made it sound, it's not too far. What was it? It's a day's travel. Is that what we did to get to the manor?
It was about a 3-hour hike
Okay.
to get to the manor.
It's not too
So
bad.
like 5 hours sneaking.
We could get up
Slow
close and
movement.
then sneak when we get close to it. There's no reason
Yeah,
to start
but-
sneaking
You know what I mean.
out the door.
Better safe than sorry.
Good morning, everyone. Let's go. We just go down the stairs. What are they doing? Shh. They're going to the swamp. I mean,
Couldn't you disguise yourself as like a different creature and sneak in?
we don't know what's in the swamp, but yes, I probably could.
Okay.
But yes, that is a possibility. Only thing is, my clothes do not change with me. Remember when I turned into you, I almost ripped my armor. I probably have to have some kind of magical armor that changes shapes. Maybe I need to find someone to enchant my armor. Then I'm unstoppable.
But yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah. I like the
I don't
idea
got
of
any other ideas.
I like the bait and sneak idea. Because at least that way, if anything goes wrong, somebody's somewhat close. Instead of us all being far
Yeah,
off.
we can all be like waiting outside or something.
Oh, yeah. But I don't want to be too far off that we can't get in case John needs help.
If we sacrifice a non-member of our team, like some soldier that Jared has left.
That's a little harsh.
You think one of them's gonna volunteer?
Do they have do they have death
Who's part
row?
of the scout regiment?
Do they have a death row? Like,
Yeah, send in like a prisoner guy.
yeah. Come on, prisoner. You do this, we'll let you run free and tell them that you died.
You might survive, you might not.
It's worth a chance.
Better than definitely being killed.
It's better than being
Y'all really
killed.
think he's coming back though? Like if he lives?
No, he ain't coming back.
No.
That's why he has the
This is-
option. This is his chance to get out of
That's
here
his-
or
That's
die.
his incentive.
Yeah.
But we're expecting him to come back with information for us. That's the
Well,
whole point.
I was saying, like we have somebody out in the bait, and the rest of us, just hide in the bushes and watch what happens.
Oh, so basically we're fishing with this prisoner.
Yeah,
So we're kind of hoping that he gets eaten.
I don't know if he's gonna get eaten.
Yeah, or killed.
Abducted.
Abducted.
Yeah.
Right, we want him to get abducted. So yeah, let's sacrifice somebody that's not a member of our team.
And if he doesn't do it, he has to spend a day.
Or are there any
with-
scouts left that maybe know about sneaking and hiding and gathering information?
Is there another adventuring party that we can hire?
Where are those doppelgangers we fought in the city?
Yeah.
Get them out here.
Hey, we'll pay you 100 gold if you go and do this. You're gonna go to this part of the swamp, camp out, and come back.
Just
Easy
hang
as
out,
that.
you know?
Yeah.
Easiest
We're
money.
outsourcing playing D&D.
Sir, we've also discussed opening up a museum at this point. At this point, we're also opening
Marketing.
an adventuring guild. It's an adventuring guild bar museum that has antiquities that we do not ask where they came from.
Well, I'm
I
gonna
don't get-
go prepare for the day to come, so I'll let y'all figure out the plan.
Absolutely. I go and get a drink.
I say we
Good night,
sneak in and
umbrella.
figure out. what we're gonna do.
Yep. So she goes up and gets a room
I get
and heads up there.
I go get a drink. I guess I'll get a drink for everybody at the bar.
Me one.
Yep,
Me
you
a
get-
fish.
Can we get a fish too, please? Uncooked. Thank you.
Yep, you get everything.
Okay, here's everyone's beer, and here's your fish. Okay. Do you think the robot people caved in the thing, or do you think it was
Temple.
Yeah, what was
Ned
it?
did get away.
Ned did get away.
You may want to hide his
Yeah,
tracks.
to like get rid of all of their evidence.
Yeah.
It's likely.
Do you think they're behind these disappearances too?
It is on the opposite side.
It's on the
So you
opposite
never know.
side, but what if that's kind of the area they moved to?
Like they could be building more of those crazy robot people. Mm-hmm. See, now they have entire legions of robot people.
Yeah, they have at least 65 people. This could be a problem.
But it's kind of a stretch. I agree.
We're heroes. We've got to save the day.
I never signed up to be a hero. I signed up to clear out a manor.
And make some money.
Yep.
We're heroes.
We do things for coin. Heroes
You
don't.
guys are getting paid.
Cheers to
You
that.
guys are getting paid? Takes back my 50 coins. No, we're not. Here's 25 gold needle.
Still need to know what happened to those dice.
What dice? I go and
And
get some food.
hammer. Things just disappear on me.
Are you maybe just misplacing them?
I think
This
you
is a
need to clean out your
possibility.
shell, man. I think you just
Yeah.
got a bunch of crap up in
Now,
there.
when was the last time you tidied up the shell? Like you did a nice little spring cleaning.
Spring cleaning.
I want to go back to drinking now.
This shell is a home.
I'm going to go back to drinking now. I'm just going to be sad and drink.
Sad turtle.
I'm like tossing like little peanuts into the shell.
All right,
Wow,
so
y'all
what are we
dicks.
doing? Are we gonna go to bed? Wake up?
We're all drinking
See what
now.
happens?
We're trying to have fun. Jeez.
I give him some peanuts. Here, we're trying to make it into the shell.
I'm gonna visibly look like distraught. Like seriously.
Leopard, do you want
Maybe you
some?
want some beer? Pour some beer down there.
Ooh, yeah. Wash them out.
I'm just gonna pull my head in. Just
I think he's eating the peanuts. Okay, well, I think that's everything that we've got to discuss.
Yeah, we don't have a plan, do we? Did we
No.
agree on anything? Yeah.
No, we're really banking on Jared and them saying, "Hey, it's
Here's
just
what we're gonna do.
this. We hired someone else to do this."
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna end up going to the bait and sneak. That sounds good, unfortunately. Or we just kind of all go out there and just ready to kill and run. But I would rather see what's out there before we get surprised. I go get a room for 2.
Me.
Yep.
Okay. So I guess for the lodging it'll be 3 gold.
3 gold. I pay 3 gold.
Oh, how much was that fish?
We're
Let's
heroes.
just say 2 gold.
Heroes don't pay for their fish. Okay, I head up to the room and I guess.
I'm gonna get a room to myself.
Oh no. It's just-
I'm gonna sneak in at night and throw peanuts at a shell.
we just to get like a table. What does that say
Okay.
for?
So, as he's heading up to your room, his own room, and you're throwing peanut shells.
Oh no, not shells. We're throwing the actual peanuts.
Okay. So as you're throwing the
They're for
peanuts
feeding
at
him.
him,
Yeah.
though, when the shells, or when the peanuts actually hit, you notice that they disappear for a slight second, and you notice that what was once a nice, pristine shell on the exterior is now covered in scars, broken off pieces of shell, what looks to be a few strange, sharp objects in the back.
Heck.
Did we do that? I thought they were just peanuts.
And then after a few seconds and him going up the stairs, it changes back.
Has that been happening the whole time, or just while he's going upstairs?
You two have noticed this once before.
When he got the totem, right?
Yep.
Should we discuss this with him?
He's in a better mood.
Maybe we don't throw peanuts at him tomorrow. Maybe we get him a gift.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for that. Yeah. And then. Yeah, we'll
Did
bring it up
anybody
later.
else see this?
I wasn't paying attention.
It's mainly anyone who is focused on the shell, which you two were clearly focusing on it. So I don't know if the others would see it or not, unless they were saying goodnight to Leopard as he was heading upstairs. But
All sad.
Beat up.
Damn.
From peanuts.
Peanuts. What are in these peanuts?
Maybe
apparently
he's
Leopard
not
has
so
a
tough.
peanut allergy.
Oh no.
I mean, I actually have a peanut allergy.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh no. Well,
The immersion, being in character.
I look
Trying
at
to stay in character, but it's funny.
Super dedicated.
I look
Like,
at my hands. What have I
what's
done?
going on?
What have I done? I finish my drink and I head upstairs.
Okay, so everyone heads to bed. Anything last minute to take care of before going to sleep?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So y'all head to bed. Few hours go in. Then, Needle.
Uh oh.
As you're sleeping, a weird sensation comes over you. When you're trying to, you just feel a relative unease. And when you get up to kind of shake off and try to go to bed, it's like the uneasiness kind of sticks with you. And it kind of points in a direction to you. And it points to the east side of town. There's just this feeling of distress, almost a sign of calling to you, to this distress. And
Can I go check it out?
You can
Was
if
I
you want
already
to.
asleep?
Yeah, so this was all while you were asleep. And then kind of this wakes you up, and even though you're awake, you still have that feeling of distress.
In the middle of the night kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And with this too, you do notice that your feet are kind of not glowing. Your feet are pretty warm, comparably to just normal day-to-day stuff.
I'm gonna peel off my boots and look at my feet and see why
So,
warm.
since this is the first time that you've actually removed your shoes since you started casting spells once again, the dark fur that once was what you have known for many years, your feet are an oddly golden familiar color that you once proudly wore.
I quickly pull my boots back on and I look over at Eva, make sure she's sleeping.
Make
I have to
a
roll anything for that?
Nope, Ava, make a perception check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
Yep.
Perception, right click, roll. Ooh. Not bad.
Yep, she is still asleep.
And then I'm gonna go outside the inn, kind of look towards the direction that you were talking about, the eastern.
Okay, so you continue following the main road you're sticking to. And as you're getting towards the east side of town and eventually to the kind of city gate where a bunch of more guards are kind of standing there kind of looking and wondering, it's like, what is this person doing up so late? But they don't really act on it because of the fact that you're not trying to hide or anything, you're just kind of out in the middle of the open. And the sense of distress is still there, but it feels like not in reach. And when you kind of turn to face kind of other directions, you don't get that feeling of distress anymore. But as you look out to the open hillside that eventually leads into the swamp, that nagging feeling is still hanging on. And it's a distressing thing. It feels like as if something is trying to warn you. Or at least that's how this kind of feeling, you interpret the feeling.
Is there anything I can roll, like a perception or a, I don't know,
What are you trying to do?
I guess just like get more knowledge from this, emotion, more facts from it,
I would say
insight or something.
make a straight wisdom check.
Ooh, good job.
17. So, kind of
Like through
pondering.
meditation or something.
Yeah, do you go back to do you just sit there like in the middle of the road
I'll
and
just
meditate?
sit in the middle of the road. Fuck it.
Okay. So as everyone kind of gives you kind of weird glances, you kind of sit there and meditate, and you feel a slow warmth kind of traveling from your feet, kind of swell into your upper body and swell, and it brings back a feeling of comfort. It almost feels as there's some sort of communication happening, but because that connection was severed so long ago, that it may be only in limited capacity. Because you remember having a great connection once before. And this may just be the beginning steps of it returning.
Okay. So as I come out of meditation, I realize there are tears coming down my face. I get up and go back to the inn.
Okay. So you go back, climb back in without. I guess do you try to sneak back in?
I don't want to wake up
Yeah.
Ava.
Okay. Roll stealth. Just because I want to make it. I want to see if it does something. Okay, yeah, that's fine. You don't disturb Ava. And so everyone can fully hit their long rest button.
Perfect.
You can also, if you need to swap out any spells or anything, to go ahead and do so. And as all y'all are kind of laying in bed in the morning, all of y'all are woken by a blood-curdling scream out on the streets.
Oh no.
You all jolt up,
Yeah.
hearing these people scream, and as we're gonna take a break. So, you all jolt up as you hear a blood-curdling scream coming from outside.
Son of a. I
Do we
summon,
need to-
Outside.
I summon my sword and I go downstairs.
Follow.
Okay. As y'all all start running out into the street, you notice that a crowd is gathering and is headed towards the eastern entrance into the city.
I try to make my way
Yeah.
to see what's going on.
Okay. So, as y'all start approaching and kind of clear people out of the way, what everyone's astonished at and screaming about is that a lone horse with mud covered all over it has a single rider hunched over with a severe wound on the arm and in the back. And as you starting to get closer and some of the guards are trying to help the guy down, you just hear muttering. But with all the noises in the crowd, it's hard to hear what
Can we
it's
push
saying. And
through and I can
yeah.
I can gauntlet heal him real quick?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do I don't know what it. I'll do a cure wounds.
Okay.
So I have a. I just click the effect, right?
Yeah. Should be able to just click the effect.
So I heal him for. Ooh, damn.
You may want to, because Cure Wounds is 1. So.
Yeah, that was the. Oh wait.
That's because that would have been 3 charges.
Oh, that was the lowest one I had on there. Okay. Let me get over
Let me
to
see.
that actual thing real quick and read it. Gauntlet of healing.
Let me get the.
10 charges. You can use an action to spend 1 or more charge. Let's cast one of the following spells. Cure wounds, 1 charge, up to level 4. Okay.
So you might have accidentally selected a higher level.
Yeah, I did. I selected the lowest level I had on. Oh, you know what? I just scrolled all the way bottom. Okay, so can I re-click it at level 1?
Yeah.
Well,
So
no.
what you can do is under your actions, if you go to limited use, you can click there, click the spell, and then that will allow you to choose whether like it's first or second.
Oh, I don't. Oh, there it is right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That may
Oh.
be a.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and click it for 1 charge.
Okay.
Item spell cast. Oh, did it go?
Nope.
I didn't see it.
Okay, I'm gonna try that again. Okay, it took a charge off of it. Okay, I'm gonna click it one more time and see. Item spell cast. Cast cure wounds from gauntlets of healing. Cool. Do it. I'm just gonna do it from my actions,
Okay.
and I can look at that in a little bit. We can figure out what's going on with that one. So I'm just gonna cure it. Click it again from here. So he heals.
There we go. It's working this time.
Well, I clicked it out of my spell list and not the
Ah.
limited use because limited use for some reason wasn't sending it through.
Okay. So yeah, he regains 12 hit points, and you just kind of come up, and he's like, and he still has heavy breathing. It's like, what? Where's Jared? I gotta talk to Jared right now. Where's Jared?
He's
And
at the
as
city
it's coming
hall.
up, Jared's actually
We
kind of
escorted
following up,
Jared.
and like Jared goes up behind you. It's like, and you ask him what's wrong. He's like, they're coming. They'll be here by dawn. Those things are coming.
Were they metal people?
He actually looks at you like terrified. It's like, you know these metal men?
We fought them before.
Yeah, and he turns over to Jared. It's an army. It's a full army. We're not gonna get it. There's no way we can hold it. And like at this point, Jared's like trying to get everyone out. It's like telling all the rest of the guards to get everybody like away, not to.
Evacuation.
Yep.
Oh no.
And to get him to the medical tent or to the medical bay. Uh, rest of y'all start getting people, grab as little as they can, and start getting on the road through the east to the west gate. Whatever people can't travel on their own, we will start loading up ships on the docks, and start getting the elderly, people who can't travel, people with disabilities. We can get them on the ships and get the ships out. Let's move, and everyone scatters and stuff. And it's like, okay, I need y'all. And he points to y'all. It's like, come back to me. We need to apparently plan a defense.
Okie dokie.
Yep.
And y'all head
We
back
run.
to the.
Is Cragbrew with us, or is she already with him?
Yes, yes. She came out with y'all, and then is seeing y'all running with Jared
Well, it sounds like you're going to see your
over. So
little robot people that you wanted to see. They're on their way. An army full.
and she starts bolting with you. So y'all get back up, and Jared lays out a map for y'all. It's like, okay, we need to plan. Our goal is to, when this army comes, we need to make sure we delay it as long as possible in order for all the people to get out. So, what I'm gonna do now. We're gonna talk above game because this is gonna be really hard for me to role play, so it's just easier for me to explain it.
Got it.
Y'all have estimated until dusk for when the army is coming. You have now until then to prepare whatever defenses. You can help out with the evacuation. The main thing is just you have a limited time frame before they arrive, and you can use any resources that you have, any spells that you have. The way it'll work is that you'll tell me what you want to do. And then I'll determine what the check is for it, and then depending on how successful you are with the check, will also help determine you later on will determine how effective they are in when you are defending. So, let's see if this actually works out. And Jared already has provided you a perfect place to do a last line of defense, which y'all will be. Let me, because it's kind of dark. Let me get my flashlight. There we go. Okay. So, your defense point is going to be right here. The one the one bridge that crosses over the river through the middle of town. It's going to be the best last point defense because one, it's a choke point, and two, once everyone has been successfully evacuated, it's a short distance to the last ship that will be right here for y'all to escape on the ship.
Cool.
So the main road leads all the way out here to the edge of town. So if you want to, you can set up barricades, set up traps, or anything y'all can think of. If you want there. You can also, instead of helping prepare defenses, you could actually aid in the evacuation of citizens. And it's not that if you can't do one or the other, it's mainly that these are the items that you are focusing on, and the guards would do the town guard would do the rest.
Got it.
I'm gonna
So,
focus on building up defenses throughout the main road to slow progress.
I'll help evacuate because I don't have any good strength or spells that can help.
Okay, and then the other thing is that Lady Cragbrew has also offered her services. She says she's not as skilled of a fighter, but she can help out with the troops on the front line. But she would prefer helping out with the evacuation efforts.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think I'd rather her help with evacuation because I don't want to risk losing her.
Can y'all see okay without the flashlight, or do you need the flashlight to
I can see without
kind
it.
of see?
I
Okay.
can see without it.
It looks much darker here in person. So
No, I think we can see the lines even better on the map.
Okay.
and Jared has laid out that whatever y'all don't do, he'll try to get the guard on.
Can help
Well-
with defenses because I have a snare spell.
There
At
you go.
least.
How long does that help last for?
Uh,
Duration.
uh, 8 hours.
How many hours? Did you say 8?
Mhm.
Okay. I was literally hearing.
Yep. So the main thing would just be timing it so that it's not getting in everyone else's way.
Just
But
need
yeah, you
rope.
can, which the guard will provide. That he
Yes,
also does mention that during the defense, he's going to give you a small contingent of guards to help you. That he'll delude command to you of them. And yeah. So I will need to go ahead and start making a list. So, Kason, you say you're going to help with Leopard's
Building
going to help with
defenses. Yeah.
building defenses? Okay, give me a moment. Okay.
And helping, I guess also trying to like give advice to troops, I guess.
Okay, so what we'll do is let's everyone's
Or-
do what is the first thing you're going to focus on?
Okay.
I guess I should.
Yeah, the building
Because
defenses.
depending on how successful you roll will also determine the amount of time it takes.
Gotcha. Build defenses.
Okay.
John,
Next
what do you want to do?
I
And-
guess I'll help
And
evacuate
y'all
'cause I don't know
can-
if I'd be much help building something.
And one thing too, so y'all can do the same job, and what that will do is that will lower the DC of what you have to roll if
Yeah.
you have multiple people on it.
Cool. I'm going to help evacuate.
So, and if there's anything else you can think of, like another idea is like picking, like helping out with spreading out medical supplies or something like that. Like, so if there's something besides defense or evacuation that you think might help, just let me know and I'll come up with a check for it.
After I set my snares, I can help with medical stuff since I'm like the healer person. They want to like put up a tent or something where I can stay and they can bring me hurt people.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That, or you can help with the distribution of medical supplies, so that they already have them up at the front where they need them. Okay. I'll mark you down for that. And I'll just assume that that snare to prevent people getting caught in it while the evacuation is going on. You'll wait for that until like
I'll
right
set
before.
it like once everybody's kind of out of the way.
Okay.
You only set one.
Well, let me. I don't know much about the snare spell.
Is it concentration?
Nope.
I would think you could cast it twice.
Let's see. Level 1 spell. 8 hours. Casting time a minute. Create a circle with a 5 feet radius. Okay, so it takes up a 5-foot spot. Or it's a 5-foot radius. So, it is not concentration. And it lasts for 8 hours. So if you wanted to, you can cast more.
As long as I have enough rope, right?
Yep.
I have rope too.
You said the guard and captain can provide them.
That too, yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, because with those only being a minute long, the snares won't take long at all to cast. It's just depending on how many you want to cast.
So many.
Well, and then keep in mind it's a first level spell as well, and it's not a ritual, so it uses up spell slots.
Unless it's your ritual is plus 10 minutes.
It's not a ritual spell.
Oh,
though.
you can't ritual. Okay.
Nope.
Do you
Okay.
get your spells back on a short rest or just a long one?
No idea.
Long. The only people who get short rest are warlocks.
Damn. That and I think oh no, you're right.
Wizards have a thing to gain some spell slots back, but
Yeah.
it's not like their full list.
Darn.
I don't think I have any way to do that yet.
It's a arcane recovery. I think you get it at a higher level. But okay, so Leopard's building barricades. Needle's gonna help move medical supplies and make snares.
I'm evacuating.
Oh no, wait, I can't do it. Once.
Okay. John?
I was just gonna help people evacuate. I don't think I'd be much help building stuff.
Can I make my priority evacuating, and then if that gets done, help with medical supplies, or is it only one or the other?
Yeah, but I just mainly wanted to take because depending on the rolls will determine how long it takes.
Got it. Well, I'm going to focus
Oh.
on evacuating then first.
Okay. Okay, yeah, right now I'm just getting preliminary. Okay, and then last, Tormund, what do you want to focus on?
I guess defense.
So building barricades?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Then we have 2 evacuators and 3 defenders.
You know, I'm tempted
That's a good balance.
yeah, to help with with defense after evacuating, just to think it's going to help slow them down, maybe.
Okay.
I think it's a good balance.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Let me look at the rules. Okay. All right. So, first up, we will take care of barricading the main road. And that will be Leopard and Tormund. I need you to make base strength checks.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
No, you base strength. Just the
Click on strength, the modifier. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. With
Good.
very ease, you're able to get the help the guards get barricades into positions, also build them and get them all set. So both of those are successes.
Good job.
Do we have time left over?
Yes, just taking so, and
Okay.
that
Oh,
only that only takes a few hours.
Okay.
Okay, so next we'll do Jax and John for helping evacuate civilians. Roll me charisma checks.
Oof.
Okay. So, Jax, you have relative ease getting people out. John, with you being a goblin, people are a little bit distrusting at first, but you are able to help assist, though it takes a little bit longer
Great.
to. Okay. So next up, for Needle to help move and establish a medical station towards the east gate. Roll a dexterity check for me. 19. Yep, you are able to help out with ease, get stuff in, um, and help them establish a little base camp for them to bring wounded back to get more people out. So,
Nailed it.
yep.
Good job.
Okay. So with that, and based on how y'all rolled, you do have plenty of time to help out with a second course of action.
Everybody's evacuated.
Yes, that's a good question.
No, people are still evacuating. You did help some, so essentially what's going on is I have a counter, and whatever you're doing is adding and subtracting from that counter.
Got it.
Got it.
I'd like to ready the troops, like either arm them or like rally them.
Okay, rally them. Okay, that I would say that would be a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh god.
Well, I guess it could be persuasion or intimidating,
Oh,
depending
no.
on what you want to do.
Well, I just figured since I'm with my background.
Leopard is talking
Oh,
to
actually,
people.
hang on. Let me take a look at that. Yeah, because that would actually be something to take into consideration.
I'm going to step away for 2 seconds.
I don't know how it'd be done, but
I would just say because it's like speaking with the troops, we won't use a
Just
rally
persuasion.
thing. Yeah, just
Yeah.
a persuasion.
I'm back.
As Kylie's doing dishes.
Okay.
I'm washing my hands. I'm trying to
I
be
still
clean.
I was worried about that, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
It's -1. I mean,
I'm a
Yep,
minus
so-
1 in persuasion. That's why I was like, ew. Could have been
Okay.
a lot worse.
Yep.
Mhm.
So. Okay. Oops. Okay, yeah, with that you're able to, even though with kind of your
Bolster.
history, you're kind of fearful about trying to rally troops. You give a railing speech about defending their homes and how important it is that even though they may fall, their families may live, and that those people, your memory will always be for saving the people, which gives a big gets a big hit out of the troops.
Ooh.
So we will consider that a success. Well, this is definitely the time to roll good.
Watch, we're gonna go into combat, and I'm gonna roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the battle are gonna be terrible.
Don't put that in the universe. We don't
It's
need that
already
in
there.
any universe right now. We have an army
already there.
coming.
Okay.
What else can be done? Maybe I'm just not being creative enough, but
I know, can't think of anything. Let's all have a
Passing out
beer.
weapons.
I can go set my snares.
Well, the snares can be done right before.
You can even do the snares
Like
as we're
as
walking
they're
out
coming
there.
in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's not necessarily something you need to prep. That would be like at the end of this second thing of what you do, then you would be starting to go do that.
Cool.
Okay. I have like other medics.
Okay. So, trying to think, because the fighting hasn't officially started yet.
Do I
so it's
have
more
like
preparation.
medic people helping me?
You were helping them set up the camp, but they got that all squared away.
Oh, good.
So, something you could do is with your experience as a rogue, you can try getting like some bear traps and setting them along with the barricades or something like that, or maybe seeing if the alchemist can provide like alchemist fire to throw at enemies or something like that. Something like to help supply the troops, or worst case, you can just help with the evacuation.
I mean, I'd like to help supply them.
Okay.
I just realized something.
I don't know how.
We just brought a caravan here, and now we're like, get out. Thanks for paying us 300 gold. Get out.
So if you want to help like make secure supply chains or something like that,
Sure.
make sure that resources keep going.
Sure.
Okay, I would say make
Listen.
a survival check.
Ooh.
The idea behind that is to be able to make a secure trail throughout and finding a good trail. Okay. Yep, and with a 14, you are able to secure. It's not necessarily as well as what you want it, but it will suffice and does help out securing supply routes.
Sweet.
Nice.
Okay, next up would be Jackson, John, and Tormund.
Yes, if there's still people that need evacuated, I can keep helping with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So another was it
Yep.
charisma?
So another. Persuasion.
Oh, I thought it was charisma, just flat charisma.
I did select charisma the first time, but I feel like persuasion would be a more
The people that
appropriate.
don't want to leave, now you need to persuade them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice. Oh, a crit.
Nice.
Does he get double evacuated?
Maybe.
Good job.
I still need your roll.
Yeah, be an intimidation for John. Evacuate, or I'll eat you.
Get out of here. I mean, I still
the
did.
goblins are coming.
The goblins are coming. That's not gonna. You're coming from a goblin. That's not gonna make them leave.
I would run.
So, inverse effect. pretty much happens. See, John, you just need to get your get
Mojo.
the kinks worked out, yeah, of how you're approaching people about it. But now you were able to get a lot more, and Jax, you were able to get some people, just not as effective as the first time.
Almost as effective, but not
Almost.
as much.
Yep. Okay, and then Tormund.
What all options do we have here?
Basically everything, just no medical. Same thing as before if you wanted.
You just set bear traps,
Mm-hmm.
like we are just talking about.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
I
that
guess
be strength? Then?
what strength?
To set up traps, that would
Or
be a
dex?
dexterity. Ooh. And as you're going and trying to assemble some of the traps, you just, especially like the bear claw traps and stuff like that, you're just not able to get them to stick. And at one point, it's just, this is a waste of time. So unfortunately, nothing happens.
That's okay.
So at this time, the sun is starting to go down. Needle does have enough time to lay out her snares.
Okay, I want to put them. I only want to put 2 because, yeah, I didn't realize I was going to use up my spell slots. I'll put
Okay.
2.
Here, hang on just a second. So, the bridge is 20. It's 20 feet long, or 20 feet wide.
Okay.
And about 30 feet long. Or no, actually, let's make that
20 feet wide is like
40. Yeah.
four
squares.
wide.
Yeah.
6
So
squares
the
long.
question, I guess, the easiest way would do you want to put your snares on the far side of the bridge, like so before the bridge would even, so on the land side, what am I saying? I can't talk. So
The
right
far
before
side
the
or-
bridge, so the traps would activate before they even get on the bridge. Do you want it on the bridge but further towards the east side, which is the way they're coming from? The middle of the bridge, just dead in the middle, or on y'all's side of the bridge, like right where you would be holding out.
Oh, what do you guys think?
I think their side of the bridge.
Yeah, I'd rather
Edge
them.
But
where-
not
Really?
on the land. Not on the land, but their side of the bridge.
I think their side for sure. I don't know.
It'll slow the fast moving targets.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that
'Cause they'll
then.
hit them first.
Okay. Okay. So, throughout the day, y'all are busy building. Everyone's running around. Craziness happening. Guards running up to the gates, secured the gates. And as you're finishing up your last activities, or about like midway through your last activities, you all look to the east and notice a large smoke trail from a familiar hill.
The manor.
As they are getting close. And as you're wrapping up the activities, or the preparing defenses, evacuating people, you still need to hold out to make sure that the people get out. And as you're staying on that side of the western side of the bridge, waiting, a few more hours come, and you can start hearing the sounds of major fighting on the other side. hear blood-curdling cries, sounds of swords clashing, and as you're kind of preparing the small group of guards that you have with you, all of a sudden you see some more troops coming around, and they're starting to retreat towards you. But before they get to the bridge, they are shot down by arrows. And as you prepare yourselves for the oncoming onslaught, a form that you have not seen approaches from the alleyways and from the other side of the street.
Like on
They
our
seem
side?
similar. No, not your side.
Okay.
On the east side. They sort of look like the Warforged you once fought before. But you can tell that they are quite rusty and do not have as much armor plating as the ones you encountered before. But what they don't make out of quality, they make up for in the fact that 12 of them are starting to head your way. And as they catch sight of you, they begin the charge. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
I had my mouse over roll for initiative, man. You can't do this.
I
to me.
was looking at my actions.